The Shift Forward began last June under the circumstances of a barricaded subject at one of our hotels. I met a woman.
I had a friend that was in crisis. The Bloomington Police Department were going to intervene, and I was called by this friend to say, help, they're going to kill me. And so I arrived on the scene.
She says, hello, I'm Brenda Johnson. And I said, I'm Mike Hartley. And she said, look, I'm here as a resource. I'm here to help. I don't want to see another black man killed here today.
We were there for support for that person, and it did not happen. As a result of that, there came a relationship. The deputy chief called and said, thank you.
I thanked her for being a resource that day. I thanked her for staying calm and working with law enforcement.
We began to talk, and we talked about what can I do to help build this relationship with the Bloomington Police Department and around the state of Minnesota.
What can just a small suburban police department and an activist from Minneapolis, what can we do to kind of maybe move this thing forward?
What can we do to be the change that we want to see?
And so what we decided to do was put together a program that would concentrate on looking and exchanging of perspectives, trying to see what being a black community member is like in 2020, and showing black community members what it's like to provide public safety in the year 2020.
The curriculum is about relationship building.
The idea was to simply, and really quite simply, take 8 police officers, build a cohort with 8 community members, and then have some difficult but meaningful conversations.
We trained the first cohort for 7 hours, and it was only police officers. And then we called in the community to be paired up with the police officers for 5 weeks.
Each of those was supposed to be 2.5 hours. It was more like 3 hours a week, just because we had such wonderful conversations and people brought such good questions with them.
We had many aha moments when you have officers and community members that are standing talking at 9:30 at night and don't want to leave. And on the evaluation center, we don't have enough time to get to the subject matter.
The programming was very much an exchange. You know, it wasn't, let's just learn about what police do, but it's also police very much listening to us.
This is just a group of community members that just want us, law enforcement, to understand that these are real concerns they have that have been deep-rooted in generations of fear and reinforcing fear that doesn't seem to ever go away.
For me, within this training, that was a part of me wanting to be a part of it as well, is just wanting to be heard and wanting to think about how I can make a change as well.
I really did think it was a good opportunity that is quite unique, that you might not get as a police officer oftentimes, being able to hear other people's stories as well as sharing your side of the story.
I have been asked why it's exclusive just to African American community members, and I think for right now, that's the most important relationship building we can do in light of George Floyd, in light of other things that have went on throughout the country.
My thing was that I am very, very concerned about the black man. We are in a state of emergency in the state of Minnesota and across this country. We have work to do. We have work to do, and we're taking little baby steps. Our hope is that this project will go national. We're tweaking. We're trying to meet the needs of the police departments. Each culture of police departments as we go along are very different. If we go to St. Cloud, if we go to Greater Minnesota, if we go to Duluth, we know it's different. But we know that there are black people all across the state of Minnesota, and it's growing, and we have problems, and we have to attack it, we have to talk about it, we have to address it, and we have to hold each side accountable.
Change isn't going to happen overnight. It starts with every encounter a Bloomington police officer has with a community member or a black community member in order for us to move forward into those positive direction.
But I think that this is the start. We have to start somewhere. It's not going to be easy, there's going to be tough conversations, but I think it starts here with this type of training, absolutely.
I believe that where So Minnesota goes, the world will go. The world is watching every move we make, good, bad, or indifferent. So I see that we could set precedents across this country where we can go. And I want to be a part of that positive change.